Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in my picks for the 3 craziest vehicles in the game. What do I mean by crazy tanks? Well, first of all, they gotta be fast. They gotta deal a lot of damage, and they gotta be very fun to play in. So, that's exactly what we're gonna be showcasing today. We're starting off with the T49. Whether you're playing in the Fearless or the Tech Tree, they're both basically identical, just with a reskinned variant. The T49 is great because, first of all, anybody can get their hands on it. You just grab it right from the Tech Tree. It's pretty nice in that regard. And it features a 152mm, which deals quite a bit of damage. How much? 560 on the standard and 780 on the high explosive. But that's not to say it doesn't have its downsides. This tank is incredibly inaccurate. It features very, very long aiming time, some of the worst penetration in the tier, and it only has high explosive shells, essentially. It's got heat and HE, so you can't shoot through any spaced armor effectively. So it definitely has downsides, but the advantage of the T49 is that it's fun. That's about as exciting as it is. I always find it funny when people think because of my name that I'm flossy, when I'm actually not. That's great. Alright, so we're going to chill right here, and we're going to see if somebody makes a play. Come on! Go across. There you go, we got a standard B, and unfortunately, the shell went a little bit low. Even if you aim low, in the T49, it really doesn't matter where you aim, because your shell's gonna deviate off course. But 360 damage for a non-penning shell is still quite a bit. You can imagine how this tank is pretty nasty to get shot by. We got a boss shot TO25 ton on the wide over here. What I'm really hoping is that, yeah, 700 damage shell into his tank. And there you go. That is what I'm talking about when it comes to this vehicle. So we're going to drive right on over, and I'm going to see if I can possibly get a juicer into the enemy boss shot TO. Let us find out. Well, there you go. Unfortunately, once again, we can see the itty-bitty downside that the T49 has going for it, which is the accuracy. It is just, it's such an inaccurate vehicle. This boss shot TO looks like he wants to shoot us, but we get an HE into him and finish him off. So even though our gun kind of wonked out, we still did a lot of damage there. We are sitting at 1600, and it shows just how dangerous this tank can be when your shells do connect. We have the Conqueror showing us his flat side, and if I actually manage to hit this, we're gonna pen him. So, oh my god, it actually hit. Well, there you go. That's the T49 for you, and that's why it is in my category for super duper fun. We can see that the KV4 apparently did not like me because he tried to shoot at me over the Progetto. I can't really get all too mad, though. Pretty good stuff coming from our vehicle so far. We got the Borsig in the open, aiming. Oh, we're spotted. Well, even if we die, we got the shell out. I can't believe that Borsig not only hit us, but high-rolled it. That thing has 560 damage per shot, and he rolled us for 660. And before you say, oh, that's an HE, I don't actually think that was. That did not appear to be a high-explosive shell. So we just got rather unlucky. But we did manage to connect our shell, which means we still had a pretty solid result here. The T49 is an incredibly fun vehicle to mess around with. The mobility paired with great gun depression and just a devastating gun allows you sometimes to get out pretty dangerous results. We did 3,300 damage in a battle that didn't really seem like we did all too much. Now, to be fair, there was a bit of luck there, especially when it comes to that Conqueror. That was about a 25% chance of hitting, and not only did we nail him, but then we lit him on fire and did over 1,000 damage. But, I mean, we did a lot. We absolutely wrecked the Bat Chat. We nuked the Borsig. It's just an incredibly fun vehicle, and that is why it is the first tank we are talking about in today's video. Any guesses on what makes it into the number 2 position? I'll give you a hint. It's a brand new vehicle, and that is taking the place of the Death Star. This thing is insane. I mean, it's only been out for a couple days, but I can already tell you this thing is ridiculous. I mean, let's take a brief look at its gun. It deals 1,100 damage in 4.4 seconds because it has high explosive shells with 180 mils a pen, which deals 370 damage. So, like, it's insane. It's, you know, a lot of people were bummed out when the Cobra was brought into Blitz because it didn't have an autoloader. And then Wargaming totally redeemed themselves by releasing the Death Star, because it's literally a Cobra but a tier lower. I mean, this thing is crazy. And by the way, it's fast. It goes at a top speed of 50 kilometers per hour. The only real downside of this tank is that it has very, very poor armor. But if you can deal with the armor and you can play it properly, trust me, you're not going to have to worry all too much about anything else. And this thing, it's really accurate. I'm running Refined Gun on it. You're sitting at 0.25 dispersion. I mean, Wargaming really cooked when adding this vehicle. And I'm not going to complain. It's absolutely fun to play. But I don't think it's completely overpowered, at least for the average player, because it's a lightly armored tank. I mean, it has literally no armor. And because of that, if you don't know what you're doing, you're probably going to fall apart pretty dang quickly. Now we have a Stritzvon 81, and, well, the bad news is, yeah, he's really not doing much to spot the medium flank. But that is why I am here to also sit in this bush. I do have my camo net activated, and we're just going to wait. That's what you do. I don't know what that guy's looking at. Well, we do know that they are in base A, unsurprisingly. I'm going to just move here. There you go. Huh. Well, I'm hoping that somebody makes a misplay over here, and we're able to absolutely nuke them. I don't know what that SU's looking at. Gosh, I have a real smart team, guys. Wait, no. No. Oh, well. Standard B spotted. The turtle's going in. Interested to see how this works out. I don't even know what they have. They have a... Oh, there you go. An STG. We got one shell into his tank. Not able to get any more. Oh, we got a CDA as well. There's another shell at the STG. There you go. We penned two. That's still 600. But I see an absolute... Okay, bruh. Okay, we're good. We're good. What I was going to say is I see an absolute juicer over here. Maybe not. I don't like this too much. Huh. Well, I'm still going to try and get some absolutely devious slaps. We got the Ag Tiger in the back, and because the ISU's on reload, there's one, and a two. Oh, we low-rolled that. Good thing we have a three. Thank you very much for your hit points. This thing is so dangerous. Like, people don't realize just how much damage this vehicle can output, but trust me, it is a scary, scary tank. We have the CDA all the way off in the distance back there, and I'm hoping... There you go, we got one shell into the CDA, two shells. Oh, we gotta fire another Hesh. There you go! That was really nice. That was really nice. That increased our chances of winning by quite a bit. And with the turtle finishing off the Ag Tiger, that helps out a lot as well. So... we have an SU-101, who I would expect the Progetto to push. So we're going to get to the side of the Progetto, and we're going to aim in one shell, and we're going to get onto the side of the STG, and we're going to get another shell, and we're going to aim it on the lower plate of the Chrysler K, and we're going to get another. That's 3,000 damage. I mean, this thing deals damage like crazy. What's rather unfortunate is that, well... doesn't look like we're going to win this. I don't have enough time to really poke anywhere else, so all I can realistically do is poke this and hope that the enemy allows me to get some damage out. There's one, and we didn't get the second one out. We probably would have. If base cap wasn't a problem in this game, there's a small chance we might have been able to bring that back. But, oh well. We did a pretty good job. 3,400 damage dealt. Obviously, that'll place us top on the team. I mean, at the end of the day, when you have a medium tank not wanting to do his job on medium side, and you have this whole, you know, kind of shebang going on, there's not much you can do. But this vehicle is insane, and you saw why. It's accurate, it's mobile, and it deals a ridiculous amount of damage. The fact that in just 3 clips you can be sitting at 3,300 damage is crazy, and it's not even like this thing has bad DPM. You're sitting at 2,600. So yeah, this is easily one of the most dangerous tanks in the game. And that brings us to the final vehicle. One that I actually haven't talked about in a very long time, and I personally feel like I should, which is a Tier 7 medium. The T6 Dracula. This tank is insane. First of all, it's one of the fastest vehicles in the game. A power to weight of 40! That is crazy! The average medium has a power to weight of around 20. So this is double the power to weight. Not only that, but this tank also has a track regenerator mechanic. Essentially, when you get shot in the track, it instantly repairs, which is also really, really cool. The Dracula is just a crazy tank in that regard. And by the way, it's got a dangerous gun. Solid DPM, really good penetration, good alpha damage, and even 10 degrees of gun depression. And the best part is it's covered in spaced armor. So even though it is a pretty easy target to pen with high explosive, because it has spaced armor all over the sides and on the turret too, it's just a tricky tank in general. It's like a tier 7 Sheridan running around and just peppering you. The Dracula, for many years, has been one of the most fun tanks in the game, and I mean, it's for good reason. It's just an absolute blast to play in. Oh yeah, that's a pretty solid matchup for our tank. Okay, well, up against us we got some tier 6s, an AC Sentinel, VK3001D, and in tier 7 they have no mediums. The enemy is going to regret life. Oh, accidentally locked my turret there. I still don't know why that bug hasn't been fixed, but back to my left. Let's see, who wants to get touched? Is anybody over here? Hello? No. That's about what I expected. Well, there actually is one player over here, an SU-100Y. Well, let's see what we can do to the SU-100. The Sentinel's camping all the way in the back, and I don't really care about that. We're going to get another shell into the SU. But now we're going to use our superior speed to, ruin his day. I mean, look at this thing. Look at the Dracula. It's just so stupid. And, alright, anyway. Oh, we got a VK30 on us. He does manage to pen, but he gets shot once, and out, we got hit by the Sentinel as well, but it's all good, it's all good. We got a 200 damage shot out in return. Okay, buddy boy, you want to go? Poke me. You know you want to. Come on. Somebody's going to poke me. I mean, we just need to wait here patiently, and we got the Sentinel. A bonk. There you go. Does roll me back pretty hard, though. 186 is not a light roll at all. Alright, well, we reload, and let's see what we can do. Well, what I'm thinking right now is we kind of just a bonk. There you go, 215 into the VK, and now we squeeze our way up here. We do have 10 degrees of gun depression on this tank, which is also pretty dang nice. I will give that Sentinel credit. He's hitting every shot he's firing at me. I mean, we out-trade him by a lot, so we don't have to worry too much. But it is still kind of funny that he's hitting all the shots on me. VK doesn't want to poke me. Come here, buddy boy. What are you gonna do? Oh, what was that? It was a snap and a half, but unfortunately the snap did not like me there. Alright, let's aim it on the Sentinel, and there you go. Nice shot right into his turret, and now we back up. And we keep backing up. And a bonk, there you go. Then we put on our adrenaline. What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Well, I can tell you what's gonna happen. Bonk. Alright, and now all that's left is the VK. Alright, well, he's dead too. Well, there you go. Pretty good stuff. And now we speed along at 8 million kilometers per hour. I mean, this thing is just so fun. Sure, its armor isn't incredible, but you don't need armor to have fun in this game. And, I mean, literally, the mobility on this tank is just insane. Alright, well, we got the Juto off to the side. There you go. Nice 213 shell. Let's skedaddle a little bit over here more. We didn't even get spotted. And see ya! Alright, well, we got the Skoda running across in the open. I think we should have the reload on him, and yes we do. There you go. You'll also notice this gun is pretty accurate. I mean, for what it is, this is a very, very accurate vehicle. We're sitting at 2,999 damage. I'm going to be so sad if we don't get any more out. Go, go, go. Full speed, go, 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 and yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Holy crap, we got some air. Alright, and all that's left is the Skoda. Perfect. Well, how is that for a rather fun game? 3,419 damage, top on the team, 4 kills. I mean, this is just an absolutely crazy tank. The Dracula has been in the game for years, and it is still one of the most fun tanks by far. You cannot do what I did there in the majority of really any other tier 7, so it's just an absolute blast. This is my picks for the 3 craziest, most fun vehicles in the game. There are other tanks, which I absolutely will agree with in the comments, that are fun, that a lot of you will probably point out, but I think that each one of these vehicles takes a category that I really like. The T-49 has a derp gun, and it's on a light tank, and when you combine those two things together, I mean, it's just a blast. The Death Star, it's got a super dangerous clip, and again, you just don't mess with this vehicle. And the Then you have the Dracula, which incorporates speed and power. So, all very fun. I'll see you in the next one. And please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Bye-bye.